Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with almighty Mittlerer, or maybe I should call this tank Shitler. Listen, I had quite high expectations whenever this tank came into the game. It was looking like it is going to be quite a nice sniper, schnitzel, medium tank and whatnot. You know, the alpha damage looks kind of alright and everything. But in the end of the day, after playing with this tank for quite a bit, I do not really think this vehicle is worth that much, to be completely honest with you. I would go as far as to say Rev feels significantly better than this vehicle does. And that says quite a bit about this vehicle. And at first, when this tank came out, from the initial thoughts I gave this tank 3 on the index page, right, as being pretty much average tank, right? But more I play with this tank, more I do not like it. Fellas, we have 400 alpha damage with this vehicle. We have 11.6 seconds reload time, which is, you know, the DPM is garbage. You can look at this however you want to. It is just not good, right? You have 300 millimeters penetration heat, which is probably one of the strongest parts of this vehicle overall. But it doesn't save the problem that the tank is debatable, you know, and the gun isn't close for being rev level gun. Standard ammunition, 230 millimeters of penetration, 1100 shell velocity, which would be once again half of the trouble, and we cannot complain about this. Heats would be 950 shell velocity, once again obviously to the slower side, but not the most brutal thing ever. But for some reason this tank just simply feels weak, okay? And next time, whenever you are going to check out the rating of this vehicle in the index page, you are going to see that this vehicle got devoted by the 2 stars, or to the 2 stars, right? And I truly stand by my opinion about this tank, right? I just feel like it is the case. Please, leave your comment down below if it happened to be that you grinded this vehicle lately in the marathon, right? And what do you think about it? Do you think I am delusional for saying that, or do you think I am fair for a tank? Because I'm very, very curious what you have to say. Also, where the speed goes, the speed for a medium tank is average. At best, there is no armor whatsoever. I remember extremely annoying thing at first, which is this tank had a sound. Whenever someone is hitting this vehicle, it's like glass shattering, right? So it was kind of annoying sound overall, but now I kind of got used for this, and my brain simply blocks this this sound, and I cannot hear this anymore. But hey, that sound has to do only with this camo, and obviously you have a choice to simply remove the camo and not to use it, right? So that is important thing to highlight if your ears are kind of sensitive for sound, right? Okay, so far, not gonna lie, everything looks okay. I cannot cry that much. I feel like we are doing a good job. Good. And all we need to do, we need to make sure that we are punishing enemies whenever they are going to get spotted. So far, so good, fellas. Even though matchmaking is far away from being ideal for us, we are still doing pretty decent job here. That's excellent. Okay. How about this Conqueror trying to escape? Unfortunately, we did not hit where we were aiming for, but that is not the first time and definitely not the last time. That's to be expected. And once again, we are being patient, mother truckers. That's all we are doing. We are waiting until enemies will mess up. And mess up they will. It's a matter of the time, right? Maybe I could load the gold. I am considering my life choices. Maybe that would be the right idea. I can't make pressure. This is the thing. What is happening in my pigeon head? I just simply feel like I cannot make pressure. In other words, the risk is way too high and the reward is way too low. But what I could do, I could knock this tree to this direction over there. Nice. I forgot to mention one of the most important things where this tank goes. I remember that this gun felt like it is... Okay, not gun, sorry. The gun mechanic, whenever you are using the siege mode to go down, it felt very, very clunky. I haven't tested it out now. Is it fixed or it's not fixed? But this is something to keep in mind and to highlight overall. Whenever we are going to figure everything out whenever we are going to play the ridge lane, okay? All we need to do, we need to play the ridge and we are going to figure everything out. Does this tank still have that clunky feature or not so much? As you can see, to make a mistake with this tank, it's very, very simple and it's easy. It's fine. We are going to survive. Okay, meal. Very, 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 very smart. I mean, there is nothing what I can do for this board. That's the problem, you know? And once again, any mistakes with this vehicle is pretty damn crucial. I do not have hit points. I do not have armor. How to play the game? How to play the game whenever we do not have hit points and whenever we do not have armor? Patience. I'm considering my decisions at the moment, you know? I am thinking, can I make pressure? And I think any pressure will lead us straight up to the garage. So, for obvious reasons, I am not thinking about making pressure. I truly don't. Luckily, we hit a long-range shot with a hit. This is very much appreciated, and that is great. I am very, very happy about this. Good, 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 good. How about this guy? Let's take our time to aim properly. As you can see, we are just being super duper hyper turbo patient here. Like, as patient as we can. Esterva is sniping from the back, not exactly what I've been looking for, but that's what I have. Once again, not a big surprise, to be fair with you. Now. Pixel. Wow, okay, Mittlerer, okay. You are trying to treat me well, don't you? Holy bananas, look at that beautiful shot. That was something else, fellas. That was something else. And once again, I am super happy about this. Now, how about this Esterva sniping from the back? He could be anywhere over there, to be completely honest with you. So I think we need to be smart and we, once again, do not want to make any mistakes whatsoever. And the score is already beautiful for this tank. Believe me or not. Whenever I have the 3000 combined with this tank, I feel good. It's not so simple. I am just waiting until our guys will spot something for us. There is no chance in the world of tanks I'm going to make pressure myself. There is no chance. And the thing is, there is a big chance that we are actually in trouble here. And I'm not joking. I truly mean it. There is a humongous chance that we are in trouble. How about if we would take this typical bush here? What I'm trying to do, fellas, I am just trying to build a nice angle for the heavy tanks or super tank destroyer, however you would call him. Hard. Very hard game. Ooh, patience. Patience, fellas. I have allergy reaction to this tank, fellas. Whenever I play with this vehicle, I feel like the gag effect starts, okay? It's the highest level of the allergy, fellas. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it looks exactly as I say it does. How to do something? I'm trying to find a decent angle for this E5, for obvious reasons. And this is not going to be easy. It is going to be very, very complicated and very hard in my humble opinion. I mean, we have a lot of hit points, but it doesn't mean we are winning, you know? This is the typical situation. Is it me or the... Oh yeah, this is the jumping effect of the siege mode. I hope we are going to get some map where we can actually play hold down, or to use our gun depression to the maximum to see how the tank feels like overall. I'm down to fartable. Any mistake from my side will lead me to take one for the team and to go straight up to the garage. I'm aware of that. I know. I know it doesn't feel good, it doesn't look good, but we need to do what we need to do. We need to do what we need to do, fellas. Okay. This C5 knows what he is doing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm not spotted, he won't expect that. Good. Wow, so much trouble for so many one-shottable tanks. Wow. I mean, that was brutal, you know, and those guys farmed quite a bit, but there is absolutely nothing what we can do in order to save the situation and to make them farm less, if you know what I mean. That was a good save defense parameter. We need to give some kudos for the enemy team, honestly. That was a very, very, very strong and correct play in my opinion. I am getting spotted. That means he's sitting right here. Oh, no! Wait a second. I have a feeling that he was baboon. But wait a second, he hit me before. Okay, there is no such a thing as he is baboon. If he hit me before, I am all right. I can slap him back. At least I think I deserve this. So, looking into this game, as you can see, it was pure save gameplay. No risks taken, like being a bloody bushwanker somewhere in the middle, right? That's all I have done with this tank. Meanwhile, 3.2 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage, that's a great game. But what I want to highlight about this, I want to highlight that I played 67 games with this tank, so I think I know how to play with it. And my best result was like 5,000 damage. And this is kind of low for a tier 8 for me overall whenever the tank is good and new and whatnot. And the average performance, 2.3 thousand damage. I mean, this is ridiculous, you know? As an example, lately I played with... not lately, like a couple of years ago I played with M6 to get Mark of Excellence on their tank on the other account. I got the same score in M6, you know, so it just proves that the tank is far away from being good for a tier 8, right? And I truly stand by what I say, and I truly do not appreciate this vehicle that much. Anyways, round number 2, let's go. Okay, round number 2. That looks very, very good for us, and we are going to test out the gun depression mechanics. We will see how it will feel like. The biggest problem for me is Rene. Rene can be very dangerous, but I think we are going to be fine. Also, I got quite some questions asked before why I do not use the stabilizer on this vehicle. Because usually I pre-aim my shots anyways, right? I know where enemies are going to be, and I know that I do not need to do the subtle movements like this, you know, when you are moving left, right, and center. And for me, improved aiming unit usually works significantly better than stabilizer in many cases. Same goes for this tank, right? I know some of you are preferring the stabilizer. This is completely up to you. You know, you do you, and you play the tank however you are pleased and however you think is the right call to play with a vehicle. Okay, when we have this out of the way, now pay attention how disgusting it is to play with this tank in this way. You see, there is a problem. This tank has a very weird siege mode. The gun depression angles are changing constantly. And I truly mean it, right? And look at this bloody jumping reticle. Do you see that jump of the reticle? It is so unnatural for, let's say, STB. STB is smooth. STB is absolutely glorious. STB is able to do the same thing, but just lower the gun slowly, gently, to make it look seamless, right? And whenever I play with this tank, for me personally, it feels like it is just simply jumping for no reason whatsoever, right? Once again, that's only me, I get it. I am very, very well aware of that. Also, this sound can disturb many people, or at least this sound can disturb me for sure. And at first, whenever I got this tank, I was questioning my life choices, like, what the flying F is this, you know? Okay, as you can see, DPM-wise, far away from being ideal, but luckily for us, the Panther 44 is just simply making some silly goose mistakes, and he is doing bad trades here. And you know what? I am accepting his bad trades. I very much appreciate him trading badly with me, and we are sending him to the garage like there is no tomorrow. Excellent. This is exactly what we want to do. Meanwhile, we are going to get involved here, and we are going to make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. This is the time to shine. Very, 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 very difficult tank to play with. Extremely difficult tank, fellas. Trust me on this one. If you have Rev, you have definitely a better vehicle. If you have Borat yourself, or Miel, or however you would call that tank, you would feel like you are the hero of the day, you know, comparing to this vehicle. It just feels like this for me. And I cannot do absolutely anything in order to change the feeling like this. Kari just went for me, he got slaughtered, good, this is exactly what we been looking for. And you know what is the worst thing for me, honestly? More shit I talk about the tank, better I perform. As an example, sure, my focus is there, I am feeling, I'm feeling okay, maybe I'm not the most energetic, but I feel completely fine, right? And it happened to be that for a second game in a row, we are getting casual 3000 plus score. And you know, in reality, whenever I played with this tank, it was brutal for me. It was truly brutal. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I am happy that we are making this vehicle work, and I am happy that the score is looking like this. Although sometimes it is very misrepresentative. I'm taking a bad tank and I'm making it work, and you might think that the tank is absolutely amazing, which is not, right? Anyways, 3000 damage, 400 assisting damage. So far we are killing it. Obviously lucky matchmaking, and we made 85,000 profits, which is pretty good if you would ask me. One more, let's go. Okay, beautiful. Today looks like we do not have a middle ground. Either we get the tier 6s and we can stomp them, or either we are getting tier 10s and we are getting stomped by them, right? This is how it feels where this session goes, but that is okay. We are, honestly speaking, I should not be aggressive in this game. I should snipe from the back, and now I am trying to connect the dots. Do I want to snipe from the back, or do I want to make a bit of pressure? Looking into the setup in this side, I mean, honestly speaking, we have a Patton, which is sub-tier 9 tank. We have Mittlerer, which is sub-tier 8 tank. We have Guard, which is a tier 8 tank. And we will have a couple of the sniper schnitzels, but Batchet is joining us. Okay, Batchet is changing everything. Let's try to get involved then. Let's try to get involved, fellas. I am considering my life choices. Maybe I am going to mark the Mittlerer next week. Just to be done with this and to... Oh, yoy, Mittlerer expectation values are 3000. This is very, very, very big expectation values, like for a tank like this, truly. But I bet it is not the most popular tank in the world of tanks, fellas. I bet this is not the most popular tank in the world of tanks for sure. Okay, we are going to load the high explosives. This is going to be real bad. You see, Esterva found the keyboard. That is a problem. I really do not like when situations are happening like this, and Esterva made a correct decision here. Although he kind of shit his pants, which is very much appreciated. And now we are going to try to craft a bit different angle to punish this mother trucker, right? This is what I'm trying to do. Okay, excellent. Very, very good. Budget is shitting his pants. Good, 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 good. Very nice. This is what we want to see. Okay, Budget and TVP Watou, both of them are screaming and running away. That is to be expected, right? Very, very nice. Can we hit his cupola? I'm taking 3 days to aim. Unfortunately, we did not penetrate him, but at least we got a bit of the damage. That is okay. How about this Type 61? Okay, CS63 from the middle. How are you doing this fine day? Yeah, that is a bit of the sadness. What is the right play? I think at the moment it is quite clear that we cannot push in front of the enemies over there, okay? I have a feeling that it is kind of clear thing. I mean, whatever, to that side. It is very hard to hit shot like this. What is the correct decision and how we can play this game properly? This is the question. This won't be easy, fellas. This won't be easy. I can promise you that. Look at this jumping reticle. What a disgusting feature of the tank. Horrible. Horrible. That's okay. We are being patient. We will survive. We are big boys, fellas. We are big boys. All we want to do, we want to get use somehow. Definitely not the easiest game of the World of Tanks. Definitely not the most enjoyable game of the World of Tanks, right? But we need to do what we need to do. We need to be smart, and we need to be patient, and we need to slap every and each mother trucker who is making a mistake. What is the correct play? I mean, IS-4 is kind of dead. Rev is kind of dead. Why am I saying so? Because they're playing in the open field. And this is not a big surprise. How they are not dead when we have so many sniper schnitzels in the back? Wow, that is very, very weird. I thought, you know, our tank destroyers are farming for days, but apparently our tank destroyers are not shooting. Well, you know, that sounds like their problem, if you know what I mean. Good, he's trying to escape. Beautiful shot, very, very nice. I'm super happy with that one. Good, and he's eliminated. How about this Mr. Gusor? Can we do something for him? To be completely honest with you, more I think about it, more I think we are kind of doomed. IS-4 is nearby. CS63 is sniping from the back. Yeah, difficult game. Just simply difficult game. Okay. What do I want to see? I want to see this Mr. Gusor, or as a matter of fact, anyone else trying to pick this. More likely, this may be a trade. Okay, Gusor is over there. You're wondering what is happening in my head? I'm trying to figure out what is the correct angle in order to get involved and in order not to get slaughtered here. Oi, oi. Oi, oi. IS-7, okay. This ES is just simply sniping from the mid. He doesn't give a shit. And that is a fair play, you know? I cannot blame him for not giving a shit about this. Blind shot like so. There is a chance that he relocated. Good. Our board is making pressure here. Excellent. Very, very nice. IS-4, excuse me. You are still looking at me. What an interesting battle. Wow. I mean, in this game, I am feeling like I am absolutely useless. This is my feeling in this situation, you know? I'm trying to run away from the Shrek. Nice. Now we need to eliminate Mr. IS-4 before he slapped our waffle. Just please, let me see his ass. Waffle is dead. Unfortunately, we did not manage to save him in time, but it is how it is. Meanwhile, there is a Bacha thinking about us and Type 61 going on our ass. Yeah, I mean, that was just simply brutal game, fellas. I am not excited about this battle. It wasn't fun. You cannot make a pressure with a relatively slow or average tank without any armor with a shit DPM. You just simply can't, you know? And that was pretty brutal, but that's okay. First two games were extremely successful, right? In the first two battles, everything went fine and we did the things properly, or maybe I was lucky, you know, however you would call this. But the score was solid banana out of 10, and I am proud of all of this. So overall, our performance was 3.1 thousand damage and 300 assisting damage. And you know what? We will pretend that last game did not existed. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great time together with us, and don't buy this tank. Believe me, your wallet will say thanks, and you can message me privately by saying "Skill you mother trucker." Thank you very much for highlighting not to buy this tank. When we have this out of the way, thank you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.